So I wanted to record a video where I ranked all the characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Originally I wanted to do it via tier list format, but I decided against it and decided to slice up some footage for you guys. I really hope you enjoy this new format, and if you do, let me know. I did also put a tier list at the end of the video, just in case you guys wanted to see what my final rankings were. So let's get into the video.
First up is Master Roshi. This old, frail man cannot super dash. He's the only character that doesn't have the ability to super dash to their opponents. However, he makes up for this for having the most access to combos and animations. He deals a pretty decent amount of damage with these combos, but sometimes it can be hard to get in to deal damage because you don't have the ability to super dash. However, if you get good enough at playing Roshi, he feels amazing to play. All the combos start to get really smooth. You can kind of link them together quite easily, and with the bonus of dealing extra damage, it starts to feel like more of a normal character. There's upsides and downsides, but I actually think Roshi is a pretty solid character overall. I'd give him like an A or something, I don't know. Next up is Gogeta. This electric boogaloo looking motherfucker is stupidly broken. He's the only character with a Kamehameha that just can be fired off rep without any added, just pressing one button. He also has really easy to do combos that happen almost automatically. His damage is crazy good, his supers are very easy to do. And yeah, he's so fluid with everything he does. And you can just fire off small combos so fast and so powerful. He's mad annoying to fight against, but I would say he's probably one of the best characters if you want to start out. Yeah, he's just really good. I'd probably give him like an S or A. Next is Base Goku. Base Goku is the vanilla flavoring of Dragon Ball Z fighter characters. Plain, pretty good, but nothing extravagant. He really is just okay in every single way. He does okay damage, he has okay combos, he has okay supers, but he's not bad at anything, so I guess we give him a pass. He's overall a good character to start out with, but I wouldn't choose him as my main any day of the week. Next up is Tien, and he actually very much surprised me in how fun he is to play. He can zip all around the place, he has really good combos, he has awesome little animations, he has great auto combos, pretty decent supers that combo in well with his other movesets, and he's overall very fun. I kind of thought that since he was more of a side character in the manga, he wasn't really going to have a big part, but no, actually, he's really fun and enjoyable. If you want kind of like a not really basic character to play, I'd go for him. He's really fun and great. Now we have Yamcha. Yamcha isn't as fun as Tien, but he is pretty good. He has decent combos, he has really unique attacks that can kind of spiral around, and his combos can be also unique, but he's not great with range. He does have to get really close to his opponents to do decent damage. But it's not impossible. He can do some range that can lead into good combo strings, but a lot of the times he'll have problems with that. But he does have the most annoying super in the entire goddamn game. It lasts for a millennia, and it does way too much damage. So yeah, if you're thinking to go a different route, I'd try Yamcha. He's pretty solid. Now we have Krillin. Bald from age 10 and up, Krillin has kind of remained a really staple character in the franchise, and he almost shows that here. He's pretty useful in certain capacities. He's the only character that can give you a Senzu Bean, which is healing, which is really good if you've already used your Spark. He also has a really broken super, and his combos are great. He also has a nice counter, and he does pretty decent damage. He's an all-around pretty fun character to learn how to play, and I would actually say everyone can give him a good shot, and he's pretty fun all around. Next is Super Saiyan Goku. This version of Goku introduces you to the world of Broken. This version of Goku is actually really good. A lot of competitive players use him for the simple sake of he has great everything. It's base Goku, but better. That's kind of the point of Super Saiyan. Yeah, he has really great combos, he has really good supers. A lot of his moves can combo into each other very well. That's why he's so useful. But other than that, he's pretty bland, and once you play him more than about 10 times, he starts to become boring. Android 21 Labcoat is a pretty good character. They're actually more fun to play than I would say other Android 21. They're actually not just a repeat of them like I originally thought, thank God. They have great combos, decent damage, and the definition of a great character. They're really fun to pick up and play for a bit. They're pretty enjoyable. A lot of their moves can combo strings, and just a great character all around. There's nothing really negative to say about them. Smash! Next is Frieza. Frieza is one of my favorite characters in this game, and I would actually say one of the best. He's insanely easy to pick up and really easy to learn all of his combos. He does really good damage. He has the only built-in transformation, and he can just shred if he gets you in the proper position. Just an all-out tear. He's really fun to play. He's really fun to learn, and his combos are so satisfying to pull off. He has the most broken special move in the game, being Ki Blasts, but just overall broken, overall fun, great time, and can destroy you in an instant. Speaking of people who can destroy you in an instant is Kid Buu. This man's can destroy you in seconds in lore and takes about 5 years in the actual game. He can do decent damage, but a lot of the times his moves get a little wacky to pull off and can be quite annoying, especially things like his arm ball or his charge-in super. Other than that, his combos are decently short but can do pretty good damage, and once you learn them, they do great. Captain Ginyu. Oh my god, what can I say about him? Nothing, he sucks. I don't like him. He's really annoying. All his moves take way too long to charge, especially his heavy attack. It takes 5 years to get to your opponent and then another 10 to actually hit them. It just is a sufferable move. Unless you're spamming out of your goddamn mind, you will never hit anyone, because his other moves have no range. Hey, look at this shit! Did you see that? It just can't even hit anyone with it. I don't know why Nappa is in this game. However, he hits like an abusive parent, and goddamn does he do good combos. And he can take them too. He's bulky, can hit hard, and doesn't have range for shit though. He has one range attack, and that does not do any of his good damage. However, Super's pretty good. Again, big bad hitter combos can just annihilate opponents in seconds. Next is the Prince of Saiyans, Vegeta. So, Vegeta has a few problems that actually can be worked out with just a little bit of training. He is overall really strong. A lot of his moves can combo into each other and do pretty good damage, as you've just seen. But a lot of the time, they don't really do anything. Like, a lot of his moves have a use, but they're too specific to actually be useful. Like, he'll teleport to someone, but he'll teleport just behind them, so they have to be, like, mid-combo to use it, and you don't usually remember the move. But good damage is good damage, and you take that trade-off. Dragon Ball Super Broly is broken. He's insanely strong. He will do any combo at any chance. He has the ability to break your spine faster than any WWE master on the planet. All his moves can be comboed into supers. All his supers can be comboed into other combos. He can do anything. God damn, he's terrifying. I don't know why they're called this, but Super Baby 2 is actually very good. He has broken specials, some of which can literally track you down anywhere you are on the stage. Don't know why. He has great heavy combos, along with just a good heavy attack. He has really solid supers that can combo with his grabs and a few of his specials, but no overall. Just if you spam specials, you'll never miss, and Jesus Christ, you will just kick ass. Next up is Original Goku. Basically, this kid is a scrawny little rat. He can do all kinds of mobility, especially with Kamehameha. He's the only character that can charge it up and then move with it, allowing to give him insane combos that can do into his supers really well. Along with just the supers themselves being pretty solid, is a great character. I highly recommend him if you're going for some nifty little guy. Android 17 is the definition of a very solid, good character with great supers. He's basically Baby's first mid-range character. He can do pretty solid range, but not amazing. He can do close-up, but not insane. He's overall a pretty easy character to learn how to play. He has pretty good supers and can land them all decently well. His damage output is good. He's a great assist, I would say. Yeah, he's a pretty solid character, but he's not amazing, but I would definitely start out with him if you're trying to start out this game. Bardock is a different story, though. He has a very limiting moveset, but he can hit like a truck, and he doesn't need the biggest one to pull off pretty decent combos. He can do good things well, like gets good damage with combo strings, and he's a solid character just with the limitation of not having the biggest moveset. Super Saiyan Goku Blue is pretty busted by himself. He does great damage that combo into strings. He has the most busted special, allowing him to do a teleportation without using any meter, which is awfully terrifying. He has great range as well, limited combos, but he makes up for that with everything else. Here we have Gohan, Mr. Prodigy himself, as I would say, a prodigy in this game as well. He feels great to play, along with having good specials, and he can't exactly block a lot of his moves very easily. He has a great way to get around a lot of characters, and he's overall a pretty big problem to deal with, but pretty fun to play. Trunks is an absolute god with a sword, and a god on his own. He has some of the best heavy attacks in the game, and those can also combo into some of the best combos in the game. He's super satisfying to play. He has a lot of range. He does a lot of damage, and dear God, is he terrifying to fight against. Whenever I see a Trunks online, I immediately get scared and start sweating buckets. He's terrifying to play against, really fun to play, great character. Like his son, Vegeta Super Saiyan is also pretty fun to play. He has some great options, good range, very spammable moves, can do decent damage. However, he's not amazing. He does have some problems similar to other Vegeta that do get solved, and has the problem with Super Saiyan Goku, but once you play him a few too many times, he starts to become boring. But he is the definition of stay over there and let me do my thing. So yeah, he has his pluses. Cell is similar to Nappa in the way that he hits like an abusive step-parent, but this one has a belt. He has terrifyingly good damage. He can hit from any angle, everywhere, all at once, and Jesus Christ, you never know what he's gonna do. He can super anywhere, he can do anything. He's a constant terrifying threat to go up against. Along with his great move pool and really good combos, he's always a threat, always be aware, always be scared. Android 18 strikes again as the bob cut queen in the worst way possible. Unfortunately, she's not great with combos, and she has a lot of startup when it comes to her tag team attacks at 17, but she does have good supers, so it kind of balances her out. She's a tough character to learn how to play, but eventually once you get the hang of it, she can be worth it, but dear God, does she have some problems. Unlike that ass. Android 16, oh my God, why does he have that kind of jawline? It's terrifying. And what else is terrifying is the fact that he can kill you in a matter of seconds. He can bomb you, he can grab you, and Jesus Christ, he will do both. He is the only character who has the ability to suicide bomb you, killing you with one attack. Doesn't matter how big the difference is, he will always survive and you will always die. So, be on the lookout when they have 3 meter. Also, Jesus Christ, they have very good supers and can grab you at any available turn and can then bash your skull into the ground. Terrifying, really, really fun to play. Always be on the lookout for these guys. Just a great time. Why does he have that jawline though? Who designed this man's? Okay, now we have Android 21, the main reason a lot of people bought this game. No, but to be fair, they're a pretty good character. They have okay supers, they have okay specials, they have okay combos, they have okay every kind of attack. They're pretty basic characters, so maybe I gave them a little bit too much credit, but you know why? No, actually, they're just standard, they're just basic. Get over her, it was years ago, come on. They don't love you like that, man. Broly from Dragon Ball Z is a threat to be reckoned with. He's the largest character in the game at a staggering 9 feet tall. He has busted specials, busted combos. His hitbox is the only thing stopping him from absolutely destroying you and your family. He has 0 delay for a lot of his specials, and he can combo them into his grabs very easily. He's a threat and should be very scared all the time. Did you know Frieza had an older brother? Well, yeah, now you do. Cooler is Frieza's older brother, and like an older brother, Jesus Christ, he can hit hard. He's a big threat on the battlefield and a big guy in general, but other than that, he is a very smooth character. All his combos fit into each other very well. and he does need to get close to do good damage, especially with his supers, but the payoff is almost always worth it. He has a few ranged options, but mostly he's a brawler character, but he's very fun to play and always a threat. I don't know what Jembaya is or what kind of character he's trying to be. He's unique in a sense that he's trying to be a ranger with up-close heavies and very limited range, but a lot of his it's weird. He's a very weird character, and his combos are kind of short, but he can do decent range, and with extended combos can hit you into supers pretty easily, and he gives you a lot of distance to work with said supers, so I don't know if he's a ranger or a close-up. It's hard to tell. Goku Ultra Instinct is a very broken character. He has some op-riff, really good moves. A lot of his neutrals are hard to block, including his specials. And, to top it all off, all his combos are broken, and he has a chance to be able to dodge any attack in the game. Combine that with his really good supers, and his just broken strings that lead into fierce damage and terrifying combos. He's pretty much a threat at all times, even when you have no idea what's gonna happen. Videl is actually a very well-balanced character. They have short combos, but decent damage. Their range isn't great, and they have a decent amount of startup, but they lead into good combos, so, they're worth it. Their supers are hard to pull off, but are very rewarding, leading into other strings. They have pretty good damage and overall good movesets. They're a pretty worth it character to get used to, but still a fun character to learn how to play. They're just a good character all around. There's nothing really bad to say about Videl, other than they're not broken. Speaking of broken, once again, unfortunately, we have Vegeta Blue. Vegito Blue. This creature is such a Marvel spectacle and the spin-off of Goku and Vegeta's better fusion. He's discount Gogeta and slightly worse, even though he can do better damage with certain strings. He's overall not as fun as Gogeta. Again, just a discount, but he's okay. If you do like playing him, there's nothing wrong with you. Another blue-haired discount character is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And even though, I know he's a discount character, whatever, he's way better than any other version of Vegeta. His combos are the most fun to pull off. He does pretty decent damage, and he doesn't have a broken special like the other Vegetas. He's a pretty more of a balanced character, but always fun to hit those very satisfying and high damage combos. Fun, strong, good supers, good neutrals, everything's great, just always a good time to play this version of Vegeta. Now we're at Gotenks, the most annoying character in this entire game to play against. He can trap you from anywhere on the map, he can do really good damage very terrifyingly fast, and he's a little annoying child, goddamn, he's so annoying he can hit you from every angle and it will always hurt like a truck. Another thing that gives him an advantage is being a small hitbox, along with his just really good supers. But when you play him, you can never play him just right, so always be careful. On to the tried and true Piccolo. I hate him. I don't know why, but Piccolo is just my least favorite character by a wide margin. Jesus Christ, it hurts to play this character. He's so annoying, and he requires specific trajectory and timing. He's almost like a useless character without meter. It's the only thing that allows him to get good combos in. He's just too clunky and he's not really fun to play. Now we're on to Gohan Teen. This version of Gohan is pretty good. He's a great assist, specifically using combat assisting. He has great combos and strings that feel great to pull off. His supers have decent range, but do great damage. However, that's kind of it. Other than that, he's a pretty mild, tame character. I would usually have him as a backup assist to some other Super Saiyan characters, like Super Saiyan Vegeta, or maybe Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He does work the best as an assist, but still a good character nonetheless. Wait, how many fusion characters? Is this number, what is this? Is this 4? Yeah, okay, this is Super Saiyan Vegeta 4. I don't even know anymore. He can hit like a truck, but he's really specific. He's a very counter-heavy character. He can bamboozle you into almost any situation. But he is fun to play, and when he gets off these combos, it's immensely satisfying. He has a lot of stacking moves and stacking damage, and to my knowledge, he's the only character in the game that does this kind of thing. But, a little tricky to find out, a little tricky to play, but super fun when you figure it out. Majin Buu is a unique character. He's really stretchy. All of his combo and melee moves, they're all, I would say, ranged in quotation marks, because He's still using his fists, but, you know, you can still balance yourself away from your opponent to a decent range. You're not right up in their face unless you're hitting them with a heavy attack. So he's great at ranging and spacing out certain opponents. He also wields a full ranging super, the only one in the game, and it can be an excellent combo ender to an already very good combo. Now we have reached the pinnacle of characters, Beerus. Not only is he just a fun character in the show, he's a great character in the game. This Beerus has achieved the perfect amount of balanced and broken to become the best single character in the game. He has amazing combos that are super satisfying, along with good range, but not broken range that do amazing damage. He just has great spacing. All his moves can counter into each other and work really well together. You can kind of bounce your opponent all around the stage while causing devastation, which is the whole point of him. He's perfect. Hit is a unique character. Almost any of his moves can be a counter leading into a very fast, quick damaging combo or string. A lot of his supers require the opponent to be standing and not kind of on the ground. However, a lot of his combos keep them that way, so he's a very balanced and works well together character. Overall, good, fun, can counter like a goddamn motherfucker, and always a pain to play against, but lovely to play. We have reached our final Goku. Goku Black is the best version of Goku. He can hit, he can dodge, and he can just slash his way into any goddamn situation. He's fun, he's powerful, and he's fast. His combo strings are never a letdown, and you can always kick someone's ass no matter the situation. Zamasu is a great character, but he's really specific in the way that he's great. Not his combos, but his damage, and not his strings, but his supers. He has very weird combos and strings. They're almost not supposed to be combos and strings, they're almost like supposed to be enders all the time. He always seems to end a combo when he just starts one, dealing good damage, but leaving his opponent not able to be hit by more moves before the invincibility frames bite you in the ass. It's really weird, but I think eventually if you have enough time, you can train yourself to auto-combo into some kind of super, leaving you always being able to hit your opponent. Jiren is not a fun character to play. He cannot combo for shit, but his damage kind of makes up for it. He has great counters and great grabs that you can throw your opponent into all kinds of bullshit, but then you can't really finish that off combo. You just stop, and maybe you hit them with some kind of crazy uppercut or something. Feels like an unfinished character. Alright, last up is Kefla. Kefla is a very good character, with supers, with combos, and with damage. All around great. They can be a little tricky to get the hang of, but once you do, they're a powerhouse waiting to be used. Always good, except against heavy characters, which they can struggle a little bit against, but if you get range, you're good to go.
And that is every single character in Dragon Fighter Z ranked. I really hope that this was a fun video. Also, here's the tier list, just to see my full opinions. Anyways, have a good day, good night, goodbye.